Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Amanda Lane and this is Amanda Lane Tarot, and today we are going to talk about dreams. Dreams are the way that I first discovered my psychic abilities, if you will. I've had dreams where I've talked to family members on the other side, and I've also always had vivid dreams throughout my life, and if you know me, then you know that. If you don't know me, now you know. So when I'm thinking about what kind of videos I want to make for this page, I wanted to do some dream analysis and then tarot advice on how to move forward. So I chose the dream of a car because I had a dream last night that I was driving a car. So this card in my dream oracle deck is get into the driver's seat of your life is the message on this card. And when we dream of cars, we're going to kind of break that down, what a car dream really means. So we're going to go into the type of car, the driving experience, the road, and then where you're going in the dream. So when you're driving a car in a dream, it is a direct representation of a representation of you and the path that you're on in life. So one of the dream books that I have read in the past has identified your path, as far as this reference, as a combination of past choices you have made, current circumstances, and then the decisions you're about to make. So it's really just about how you feel you are in the present moment. Fun fact is Ka, the ancient Ka, an ancient Egyptian word for spiritual double or a higher vehicle for transport in the beyond. So, it's flying everywhere. So when we're thinking about, a car in our dream, it's a representation of our path through life. And that said, we're about to kind of get into some deeper subconscious analysis of what these dreams might mean. So the question to ask when you have a dream about a car the question the dream is asking you, really, is where's your life going and how are you feeling about where it's going? Because I think we remember dreams the strongest when we remember how we feel when we wake up or how we felt in the dream at the time. And that is, overall going to color the dream, and that overall is going to be the most important for your interpretation. Especially if the feelings in the dream are different than how you might have felt had the experience happened in real life. So we're going to kind of get into, first, the type of car. So if you're driving a new car in your dream, it's representing that you are taking a new path in life. It doesn't have to be as big as literally taking a new path, like new job, new relationship. Doesn't have to be like that. It could just be a new perspective you've had on life. You could be deciding, I've decided to look at things more positively or even negatively, in which case the reflection of that would be shown in the road, which we'll get to later. If you are driving a car from your past, your history is under review and you are considering, the past. And if it's somebody specific from your past's car, then you are considering your relationship with them and the past. Just the same, if you are driving someone else's car, it can mean either it's somebody you aspire to be like, or it is somebody who you feel has taken over the direction of your life. If you are driving a fantasy sports car, I can't wait to have a dream about that. It's a path you wish you were on. So, let's say that, even doesn't have to be, let's say you're driving a Lamborghini and that's your dream car, then, you're living the life of your dreams. But if you're driving, a food truck and you've always wanted to have a food truck, then it could be a symbol of, a play out of that fantasy or that dream, that goal. And if you can dream it, you can do it. If it is your parents' car, then it is you are making choices based on what you think your parents will think. Same as if it could be as well as if that's sort of related to if it's somebody else's car, you may be making decisions on what they think. And kind of going into the state of the car, if the car is in good shape, it is a reflection of your self-care and how well you're taking care of yourself. And in bad shape, something needs work. And in that aspect, you would just go deeper into the aspect of the car that needs work. If your car is in the shop in the dream, you're undergoing a transformation. And same if the car is dirty, something needs to be cleaned up in your life. And, let yourself decide what you think that means. So next we're going to talk about the driving experience. So we're in the car, and that's usually the first thing we realize is like, we're in a car. And then it's, how fast are we going? Is somebody in the car with us? These are the next level of the dream. So the speed of the car is how you feel about the way that life is moving. If your car is moving faster and it like so fast that it's giving you anxiety, then you're having anxiety about how fast you feel your life is going. If the car is moving too slow and you wish it would speed up, then you feel as though your life is moving too slow and you wish things would speed up. If you are in a car that is out of control, I know I've had lots of dreams where I like try to push the brakes and it doesn't work and the car is just driving itself. That can mean an area of your life is an area if you can relate an area to this dream, it is an area of your life that you feel unable to regulate. The situation is outside of your control. Addition, and it's kind of another thing along the way is like if the car isn't responding to you. So like if you're pushing the brake and it's not going, then you're feeling, like the actions you're taking aren't working. So it's again that same idea is like you feel like you don't have the power to regulate whatever situation this car is bringing up for you. And if you are in the back seat of the car, it can either be that and just take it as it resonates, is that you're not stepping up in this area of your life in the way that you could, like you're not in the driver's seat, or you are trapped or you feel trapped because of your current circumstances, same as like, you feel like life is outside of your control. So we're kind of going into the road now. So like we're in the car, we've assessed what type of car it is. The next thing to look at in the dream is what the road is. And the road is a symbol of your path and direction in life. Just like the car is the representation of you on that path, the road is the path that you are on. So it's a snapshot of where you are and how you feel about the present moment in your journey in life. So kind of think about it. What type of road is it? Is it a highway? Is it a dirt road? Are there a lot of cars there? Are there not a lot of cars there? These are things to think about. So the environment surrounding it, like if you are if you're driving a car in a location you're not familiar with, it can indicate a new path. If you are driving on an isolated road, it can signify that whatever this dream is about something more personal and private to you. Whereas if you're on a busy road with other cars, it can be a more social or well-known issue that you feel. If you're driving on the wrong side of the road, that is going to be representation of the resistance you're facing in life, these challenges that are coming against you. Generally, when I've had dreams about driving on the wrong side of the road, I've also been out of control of the car and sometimes in the back seat also. So just a general feeling of like your life being outside of your control. But then we kind of get into the feelings. So if I wasn't feeling, let's say I was having a dream about my car driving out of control, but like I didn't care, then I'm not feeling anxious about the way my life is going. I understand it's going at a fast speed and I'm there for the ride. However, if I'm feeling anxious about the speed of the car, then I'm fearful of the way and speed at which life is moving right now. If I'm in heavy traffic, then I am feeling burdened by obligations and responsibilities. I am feeling frustrated that I am stuck or trapped by these things that seem to trap me. And if the road is straight and smooth, then, you're moving comfortably towards your goals. And bumpy and treacherous, you may be complicating your journey in some way. So last but not least, we'll kind of talk about the destination, which, is a helpful aspect, which we're not going to get into an analysis of said destinations in this video. And since this is our first video, we'll kind of go from there. But in the future, you're watching this video and you had a dream about going to the airport, then look for my next video about what the airport signifies. And then we just kind of keep going there. And this is how we connect and, sew together these meanings. Because the subconscious isn't, dreams sometimes we don't remember all the facts. And then it's up to us in the real time to put these together and kind of sew them together in a linear, logical way to create some type of understanding, if we so choose. Or you just say, I had a dream about driving a car, and you let it go. But if you're here, you didn't let it go, and you want to know what it means. So we're going to keep going. So where are you going is relevant. Do you know your destination? And if you do, that is going to be, the area of your life that this experience, driving this car in your dream, is related to. If you don't know where you're going, or you're lost, then it's a sort of phase of unknowing, or you don't have all the information yet, and it's just feels like you're living in this sort of ignorance. And if you don't have a destination, you're just cruising in the car, then you're surrendering to the path in front of you. And that's kind of the meaning of that. So when we talk about where is our life going and how are you feeling about where it's going, understanding, this, your dream's metaphor for that can kind of help you sort out, feelings you may be having about your path. So I'm going to read from, I got this Dream Oracle deck, and this card is from, I'm going to read the message in the book from, the spiritual guidance message that this book provides, because I thought it was good. And then we'll go into getting a short reading about what this may mean for you. So if you have a dream about a car, you're going places. Once you identify your vehicle, project, relationship, or opportunity, consult your internal GPS to become clear about where you are, where you want to go, and the best route to get you there. Make sure you are aligned with your life's higher direction, and then get into gear to accelerate the manifestation of your dreams. If this is indeed the right vehicle for you, you will discover the drive to persevere. And the mantra for this one is, my life is a journey, not a destination, and I am thoroughly enjoying the ride. So, what if you had a scary dream about a car? Dreams are a representation of our current feelings, and sometimes they're there to just let us know what we're currently feeling, and we have the choice to change that feeling or move through that feeling or be aware of it as it may be affecting our life in some way. And dreams can be messages like that to sort of take stock of the path that you are on. But to know that you're going places and you have the opportunity to change the direction of your life at any time and release the things that you feel are hindering your path. A dream is just one representation and one night's story of these feelings you're having. And chronic dreams can be frustrating because they just happen over and over. But, when you have a dream like this, think about it as just a checking in with your subconscious, and don't judge yourself. If the dream is telling you that your life is a bit out of control, life gets out of control sometimes. It's happened to everyone. Everyone knows this. But in knowing and understanding our dreams, we can use this information and apply it to change the way we're feeling. Maybe we don't know. Maybe before this dream we didn't know why we were feeling anxious, or why we feel out of control. But maybe we get some insight when we look into the deeper meanings of those specific aspects of the dream that I went over. So that said, we're going to pull a couple oracle cards. I have this deck of Believe in Your Own Magic, which I feel like is relevant, whether you want to, whether you're happy with the path you're on, or whether this dream has made you realize that you're not happy with the path you're on. And, the best thing about realizing that you're not happy about the path you're on is you get to choose what other path you want to get on, and you now know that whatever path you were on isn't, where you want to be. And, take all these things as they resonate with you. So I'm going to get a couple cards. And take them as they fly out. Oh. All right, so we have 2 cards. The first, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. So, if you're feeling like after this reading, you're like, oh God, what does this mean? I need help. Which, if you need to seek professional help, I always am an advocate for that as well. But, it's through knowing and understanding our dreams that we can know and understand some of the confusion in our life all on our own. So let's see what the book says for this one. If someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair, unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. Yeah, at the end of the day, we are responsible for ourselves, and no one is coming in to save you. The first card in this deck, the phrase on this card is be your own knight. We can you don't need anybody else to fix you. I don't know. That's a pretty clear message. So don't feel like maybe if in this dream you were driving somebody else's car that you need them. And then the Phoenix, which is how's that for happily ever after. So we may be rebuilding at this time. And when it feels like all is chaotic and confusing and you feel that lost sense, then it's, that clear space where you can start over and you don't need anybody to fix you. You know what you want to build. If you're not happy with the path you're on, burn it down and start over. And you can take care of yourself. You're amazing. We're self-sufficient beings, as well as obviously we benefit from being around others and others helping us, and we do help. But if someone is saying that, you need them or else, then you don't. And 36 and 9, 3 and 6 add to 9. So these are both perhaps endings of a previous path in life. Maybe we are kind of realizing that the path that we were on is not where we want to be, or this path that we've seen in the dream is not the path we want to be on. And now we're deciding, how do we get off this path? How do we build ourselves a better road? Get a better vehicle for life? you know, what makes up our vehicle in life, you know, our environment, that type of thing. Who is around us, what is around us, where we are. And yeah, if someone, I was a bit taken aback reading the description of that card, but if somebody is telling you that they are the only ones that can fix you, I mean, I don't think even a therapist would say that. So I would say watch out for them and know that, you know, we fill in, you know, other people might try to glue or tape us back together, but when we heal ourselves, we put in gold and we become stronger than we were before. And yeah, we're going to get a couple more from our angels, ancestor, spirit guide about messages to take with us about these dreams. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. Yeah, third eye insight, you know, we're talking about dreams here, and we're talking about, you know, using our intuition to decide what these dreams mean for ourselves through the guidance we receive. So let's see what his page says. He is a strong but somewhat wild character who helps us reawaken our psychic instincts and open our third eye so we can look beyond the physical senses into the spiritual realms. He also helps us recognize that it is okay to have insights into what is happening next. After all, we are the creators of our path. Odin guards the runic alphabet too and works closely with signs, symbols, and omens. Not surprised he came up in this reading about dreams. So the extended message in this is to you're being encouraged to look beyond what the physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. Okay, yeah. This dream about a car is relevant for you if you're watching this video and you're searching for this meaning. And if you're still not sure about what it means for you after after watching, kind of learning more about what the symbols might mean, then I suggest taking some time to meditate on how the dream made you feel. And, you know, if you didn't like how the dream made you feel, are there any circumstances in your life that are related to that? And if so, how can you care for yourself better in those areas? You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. There will be signs and symbols from the light to tell you you are on the right path. Be aware of winged beings gracing your path as a wink from Odin and the light keepers to say that they're honoring your work. So if you see like a winged being, know that, you know, they're with you. Everything's going to be okay. And then we have Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. So, you know, we're finding the light in our dreams, even if they are more shocking and revealing than comforting to us. His energy is almost like that of a phoenix, which is funny because we just had this phoenix card. Giving us the support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. So if you are feeling after this dream that you are on a path that you want to change, then this is telling me that you're supported in that, and that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides are on your side and helping you move away from what you want to move away from and moving into the path that you are wanting to move on to. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There is also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. whatever you may have gone through in the past, if you had a dream, and unless you had a dream and you feel like you've really been moving on a new path, but this dream is kind of saying you're on the old path, then it's kind of giving you time to reflect and to appreciate how far you've come. And confidence in your new path comes with time and practice. So, it's new. You're not going to be running up and down the road like you own the place yet. We're still working on it. And, sometimes we need to release our guilt. And, if we let somebody else take control of our life, or we let somebody take us off path, or we took ourselves off path by being in that state of allowance, we need to release the guilt we feel about that. Like, life is about taking different paths, and I've had many dreams about cars. So that means in that sense, I've been on many different paths or had many dreams about the same path. There's not one right path. It's just the path that's right for you right now. And when you dream, it's, about the present moment. And if it is a dream that kind of takes you back to a different path, then maybe it's coming up to have you release that, or release this guilt related to it, and accept that, maybe you were out of control of your life for a little bit. We all have been, but you're here now. And even if you currently feel like you're out of control in your life, you're here now. And if you want to take steps in the direction of a new path where you're in more control, then one step at a time. You don't have to go uproot your life all tomorrow because you listened to a tarot video about a dream and you want to change your path. But it's a small message to encourage you to stay on the path that's truest to you, which is different for everyone. So I'm not here to tell you what path that is. But I am here to tell you to paint the sun back into your sky. If something, you get to design this new path if you so choose to change it, or you get to redesign the path you're on as you move forward. So this was our first dream video reading, and I look forward to making more of these because dreams are really fun for me to analyze because I have a lot of them and they keep me up at night. So thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, share if you felt like you resonated with this dream reading meaning, and we'll see you next time.